No voice responded when he called for answers. No form emerged from the fog. The only proof he had was a feeling, and faint whispers that followed each sound from his throat. Eventually, the man grew tired of the silence. He grew tired of simply existing.
Something bursts out from a pool below you, and it is this 15 feet long with about 24 arms, like a centipede.
They're 12,
okay,
so 12 total.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so you shoot these into the water, but as they hit the water, it destabilizes completely, and as this thing falls to the ground, it screeches and it just lets out these wails of agony as it seems to be burning now that it's not completely submerged in water. You hear a scream come from the forest to your left. You see a group of 3 big burly rogues who are dragging a halfling woman away. He's like, "You kids think you can take on someone like me?
Not really.
You kiddies just run along and I'll let this slide and pretend it never happened. You wouldn't happen to be followers of the Grand Seamstress, would you?" You suddenly see a flash of blue and gold fly by, and before you is a rather large hobgoblin that's just tackling him to the ground. And he says, "Brother, how dare you disrespect this nice woman!" He's wearing a leopard print pelt that's shaped into a vest over a bright blue t-shirt.
Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me?
No.
And he pulls out a fucking short sword that says "woman respecting stick," and he impales this thug. Okay, where we left off last episode, this big hobgoblin, who I don't think you guys have heard the name of yet, pulled out his woman-respecting stick and impaled this masked rogue.
You know damn well that I know exactly what the name of this hobgoblin is going to be.
Of course you know what the name of this hobgoblin is.
You know that everyone here probably knows the name of this hobgoblin.
Whatever could his name be?
Whatever could this hobgoblin hero's name be?
This heroic hobgoblin.
I want you all to know that I'm preparing a copyright infringement lawsuit against Lovac on behalf of Hobgoblin Hero Industries.
No, you see, because this character's...
Oh, no.
That's the trick of it. This character's name is... Filbert.
Oh, yes, of course.
I watched BoJack Horseman and now I'm sad.
Boy, oh boy. Also, sorry to interrupt everybody. I am just getting over being sick, so my voices aren't going to be all that great.
Same.
And Allie, I think, is currently sick. We're all a bunch of sick.
The
sick
part
babies
of
right now.
the part of Flo will be played by Susie.
Oh boy.
Oh, great. I can't wait.
Okay, so this hobgoblin stands up, dropping the now corpse of this masked rogue onto the ground. He quickly loots his pockets and takes a small bag of gold coins and shoves it into his pocket. And he looks over to the... Did I say she was a halfling woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a halfling.
Yeah.
Her name was Mildred.
I don't think her name was ever
You
implied.
hadn't heard her name last time, Slugger. You hadn't heard her name.
Oh, so can her name be Mildred?
No. I mean,
No.
Well,
Fuck you.
I mean, I don't see why not. It's not what I have down.
Her name is Dreadmill.
Her name is Dreadmill.
Her name is Dreadmill.
Dreadmill.
I like that.
That's great.
He goes over to
Her name
this
is Cadbury.
halfling woman and he unties her, kind of just glancing right over the group of you people. And he unties her and he kneels down. He's like, I don't want to do the Hulk Hogan voice again.
If you want to send me the dialogue, I can read it for you.
I'll agree to do it
I'm
in the
gonna
Macho
do my
Man
Nate
voice.
impression. I'm just gonna do my Nate impression, and that's gonna be it.
That'll work.
So this hobgoblin kneels down. He's like, "Jezebel, are you okay?" "I'm sorry, Nate. This is horrible."
That sounds...
Oh, no, I'm enjoying it.
Spot on.
I'm listening to the audiobook. I'm listening to the audiobook of, what's it called? Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
No.
That sounds exactly like Luke's voice.
Oh, no.
No. All right, well,
what's a Percy Jackson?
Well, he nonetheless, he helps this halfling Jezebel up to her feet, and he makes sure she's fine, doesn't have any wounds on her, before he looks back over to you, and he goes, "Oh, Bella, I didn't see you. What are you doing? Who are these adventurers with you?"
Hi.
We are the ranger team.
We are the Lovak warriors.
No!
I stick my head out of the tree because I remember I was still hiding in the tree. I'm like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Cadbury. I'm a professional."
Oh, Cadbury,
thief."
what a lovely cadence you have.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you understand the proper timbre of the voice, you know, like the importance.
Oh yes, of course. You have
timbre.
to have the proper tone.
I'm freaking out. There's two
inspire.
The correct way to speak and pronounce things.
Oh
Of
my
course.
god, Kiss!
Oh my
And-
god, I'm still tripping.
I mean,
He's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful goblin. Why wouldn't
I'm
I?
a beautiful hobgoblin. Thank you very much.
I'm very sorry.
And Bella says, "Okay, enough. Boss, these are some adventurers that caught me and Boris in the bitch's den." Oh, I see. So that's why Boris came back with an arrow in his ass.
Yeah. I wonder
why
where
are you still with them if they shot Boris in the butt cheek?
We
Butt
decided
cheek,
it was
dude.
better to maybe talk diplomacy rather than wanton murder.
Yeah, wonton murder. Yep,
I meant,
that's
like,
exactly
murder.
why
You
we
forgot the
started this
wontons
quest.
and the fryer. The wontons.
This quest is exactly started entirely on diplomacy. 100% diplomatic intention.
Mama ain't raised no fool, and she ain't raised no ugly babies either.
I haven't killed
Well,
anyone.
I mean, I can't really argue with you there. You're all quite beautiful. Especially this one up in the tree. Bella goes over, like trots over to the hobgoblin and tugs on the edge of his jorts. And he kneels down and listens to Bella as he regales him with this story. And he's like, "Huh, oh, right, I see. Oh, really? And he stands up and he has his arms crossed and he has one in front of his mouth like,
You think you put in a good word?
Well, I don't see why not. Come on, we've got to take care of Jezebel back at the camp anyway, make sure she's all...
Can I ask for 1 second to really, like, get used to the name Jezebel, because I've been calling you that for, like, 3 years?
Well, you've been calling me Jenabel.
Why did you say it in the voice?
I mean.
Yes, in the 4 years we've known you,
Wait,
Hobgoblin
you know this
Hero, we've
Hobgoblin?
always called you Jezebel.
So he
want to
puts
be
his hands
used
on his
to.
hip and he's like, well, might as well invite you all back to the camp. Oh, by the way, how rude of me. My name is GUNCH. I am the, boss of these goblins, of the goblins of this forest.
Her name is GUNCH?
Some people call me the GUNCH, some people call me Hobgoblin Hero, or Bro, or Boss.
I'll
You
go
can
with
take
bro.
your pick. I don't give a fuck.
I would have.
I feel like you kind of look a bit more like a Nathaniel, but that's just me. I think Gunch is a bitchin' name, though.
Nathaniel. No. I am the Gunch. The Gunch is who I am.
The
So,
Gunch.
What's your last
You
name?
all follow. Oh, you know. So you all follow the Gunch.
Are you Mr. Bulldog?
You all follow the Gunch back to the.
I think you misunderstand. His last name is Gunch. His first name is The.
He's like Mario. It's Mario.
Oh, of course, Gunch.
Oh, you know.
And Luigi Gunch.
his name is The
Guncho, you
Gunch.
know.
God,
so, You follow this hobgoblin, and now Bella, who just seems to be like latched onto his heels, like riding his coattails pretty steadily.
Kiss ass!
Through...
Excuse me.
How old is this fish?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sorry, I'm, it's...
He was calling you a little bitch.
Oh, allergies, I understand. The pollen count out here is pretty high in the forest. So you follow these this goblin and this hobgoblin back to a clearing in the trees. And what you can readily assume is the goblin encampment. And it's a medium-sized camp spanning roughly like 300 square feet, with the first tent you come to being about 17 square feet if you look around it. It's much larger than any of the other, let's say 2 or 3 small tents around the big clearing around here.
It's a real big boy house for the big boy.
It's a real big boy house that you can assume that this is the house that, or this is the tent that the GUNCH sleeps in. It probably has, a little bit of a living area, a little bit of a planning and math table. There's a wide open area surrounding a smoldering fire. They've obviously just let it go for the day since it's, just now about midday or whatever. And there's a tent to the right that you can see a goblin getting his ass patched up at, like bandaged, that you can assume is the med tent. And there's a lean-to the left that is like just fucking filled with gold. There's a bunch of like vases and gold pieces and like little statuaries, and there's a huge fucking golden throne like just balanced on the top of this pile. And the GUNCH turns around before you enter, and he says, "Well, this is our humble abode. You'll have to excuse, bless this mess. We're not too great on the upkeep, being gerblins and all that." And a few other goblins, about 3 others, see him and like just run up and start regaling him with whatever happened in the time, like in the very short time he was gone, and they just seem like extremely happy to see him, and they invite Jezebel to the side to the med tent to take care of the small little wounds she has on her arms. And
I don't know why, but I just pictured them like wearing like a red, blue, and green shirt like Huey, Dewey, and Louie for some reason.
That's adorable.
Exactly. These goblins are Yonald, Donald, and Von Held.
Oh yeah, Boris, there's Bella, there's Yonald, Honnold, no.
There's Boris, there's Bendy, there's Alice. I'm just naming names at this point.
No. The GUNCH kind of waves you on and goes over to this throne on this pile of gold and literally jumps into it, and the gold kind of splashes out from under him as...
That's not how gold works.
No, I'm not saying like
working with
liquid form.
Hold on.
Like fucking
Justin.
gold coins and shit spew out from under this throne as he sits on it.
Okay, I thought you were going like full Scrooge McDuck on it or something.
No, we're not going Scrooge.
He's the Junker Queen.
He's the Junker Queen. Let him live.
Oh, beautiful, perfect.
So, what
Welcome
are
to
you
Junker.
motherfuckers? Not to be rude. What are you motherfuckers doing in my forest?
Clearly trying to fuck mothers.
Well, don't fuck mothers. There's only one mother I know of around here, and she's the bitch in the cave.
Oh.
Now that's even more of a reason to. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? My name's Bolero. I'm here to fuck dragons.
I'm here to fuck everything, but that's beside the point. We were around in the forest because we were...
This is an all-ages podcast. I wanted to just take a moment to remind everybody that we are endorsed by a Christian fellowship.
Oh boy.
God, no.
Bolero legitimately
you-
forgets why they were in the forest.
Would you, just real quick, would you mind explaining to me why you, one, shot Boris over there in the ass? He's gonna need some fucking leave time. I don't have workers' comp to pay him. We're gonna have to eat him. Like...
We're gonna need
Let
workers' comp. You're gold.
Please don't eat him in front of us.
Yeah,
we at least
we're not,
I mean,
we're not
no,
so,
it's
we're not so
a
much
very-
into cannibalistic.
It's a very, I get it. Not everyone's into vor. It's a very, very prestigious,
Oh, no.
it's a very prestigious ceremony. Don't worry about it. Why the fuck are you in my forest?
Well, let me start from the beginning.
Brad.
Well,
Oh, no.
we only have 2 hours.
Well, Yeah, no, let me start from the very beginning.
Let me tell you about something called Wobak.
I was born in a tiny
me tell you about
cottage out in
Homestuck.
the woods. I mean, okay, no, seriously.
As you were saying.
So I'm not gonna give you my whole life story. Don't sweat it.
Please do.
I just completely forgot. I literally just blanked out on the name of the town. I haven't written
If you mean the town that's nearby us, it's the town of Heliodor.
Thank you.
Heliodor.
Let's make sure that we're talking about the same town here. Is this the same town with the dragon glass for streets?
Oh yeah, I've heard about the dragon glass. It's beautiful.
But,
Can you tell us about the dragon?
When a dragon breathes.
Can you tell us more about it?
Maybe later. First, tell me why the fuck you're here.
We are not from here, but we were called here by the mayor of Heliodor to
Von Vad?
Yes.
Yeah, to swallow.
Yeah, to swallow.
But we were called here to investigate why the dragon in question was currently attacking their town. And in doing so, we found out the reason why that was happening is because you are stealing the food for her children, which is the treasure that she has. And therefore she is trying to steal other treasure to compensate. And so we tried to come and speak to you to try to figure out if there is some sort of compromise we can come to, so that way you can let her feed her children in peace, and therefore we can help the town.
Holy shit.
Maybe ultimately help
And-
you.
That's what
Help
we were
you to
doing?
help you.
And he's kinda he's nodding like this and looks really contemplative while you're explaining this. He's like,
Uh-oh.
and you're telling me, let me get this straight. You're telling me Von Vad sent you here because he didn't know what was happening with the dragon to make her steal.
Well, I mean, I think she was killing people, too.
Yeah,
I
some
got
people
me
have
a big hunch about what we're about to find out.
We're not trying to hurt anyone. We just want...
No. I get what you're saying. I get you're not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just... And he scratches his chin a little. He's like, you see, God, that's so... So, the mayor... We are part of this Heliodor subsidiary. We're in the outer skirts of the town. We're still its citizens. We still pay our taxes in blood.
The Heliodor metropolitan area. The Heliodor
Yes.
township,
What the fuck? Von Vad told us to steal from the dragon to get back his
did
gold
I
stores.
think you were going to say that?
I'm wondering, because when I was hashing out the details of our little deal with him, I asked him if he was sure about stealing from Imforesti, because honestly, there were other places to steal gold from in the area. There's another small town over that way. But he was very adamant about stealing from the dragon, and that's weird.
It's very weird to want to die.
It seems like we're all being played.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like this sounds like every politician I've ever heard of.
Have you ever heard of any?
And how many politicians have you heard of, Amnesia
I've
Cadbury?
heard of one named Mayor Two Swallow.
Okay, yep, you know what? You're not fucking wrong.
I mean, you're batting 1,000 right now.
Technically, you're not wrong.
So
I think I've read enough books to know where this is going.
He's been like kind of laying with his legs up over one of the arms of his of this throne with his back leaning against the other, and he turns to sit in it properly now, and he kind of cracks his knuckles and he's like, I don't know who to trust in this situation, because listen, you seem like nice enough folks. You did shoot Boris in the ass.
He did.
I have been
To be fair, they
business
attacked us
partners.
first.
To be fair, I shot
Shut
Boris in the ass.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have some words with you later.
First of all, you go in the
First of all, how dare you?
I just don't want this to be reflected negatively on my compatriots. I would like to come
Yes,
clean.
they're still hanging out with you. They're still hanging around you. You shot my employee in the ass.
Look, just ask the one with the
yeah.
horns. You can't stop me from shooting people with arrow bolts. I just do it on sight.
Yeah.
So, here's what we're gonna do. Mayor Two Swallow has been my business partner for many years.
And yes, it did sound kinda hinky when he brought this proposition up to me. Hinky, not kinky. Hinky.
It's like,
I understand how you might get that confused.
Well, I'm just like,
oh,
what?
man. Those business
The
ventures
mayor
just
comes
really
to you and
turn me
says,
on.
"Hey, baby, want to steal from a dragon tonight?"
Oh, Mayor Two Swallow, yes, and my shirt is also open.
Roll for charisma.
Wait,
Here's what we're gonna do.
that's a 15.
I wanna believe you.
Yes.
How about this? I don't need this gold. The mayor hasn't come back to get any of this gold
I don't need
in
this tip.
however
damn it!
long. I will let you take this gold back to the dragon or take it back to the town. I don't fucking care. On the condition that you can beat my strongest fighter.
Oh.
I'm the tank, I got the...
And of course, I'm not gonna make you fight myself. That would just be unfair.
I was gonna
I was
say,
gonna
that-
say,
that
you
was-
seem to be the strongest fighter.
No.
Like,
I
not
do
trying to
use
kiss
the
ass
regal
here,
we
but you
when
kinda
I
wreck
refer to my
shop,
strongest
like-
fighter.
Anyway.
Oh, Bonbon calls
Bonbon?
behind.
Bonbon.
He calls behind him towards
Bonbon.
a fenced-in area that has a small tent in it, and something comes out of this tent, and it's really big. It looks like an ogre.
Hey, it's Connor. I'm the general manager at Lovac, and I also play Bolero in this fun little project of ours. I wanted to thank you guys for listening in on this D&D podcast. A lot of effort went into these 5 episodes you're going to be listening to, and I'm going to be honest, even though the project didn't see its full fruition, we didn't want the effort to go to waste. So in the original recording, Chell took this time to thank a lot of the people who helped out. For example, there was a good friend of ours, Alexandra, who is a writer and a composer, and she did the title theme called Battle 01 from Safe Haven. And she made that for a video game project, and she was very, very kind to let us use that for the kind of main theme for Arc 1. You guys can find her at hell.bandcamp.com, which is athell.bandcamp.com. I would also like to add in that the orchestral piece at the beginning was Magical Forest by Kevin MacLeod. With all that said, I would like to thank you all so much for continuously listening. Again, this was a wonderful project, and even though we only got 5 episodes out, it was great, and I really didn't want to see all this effort go to waste, so that is why they're up now. So with all that said, thank you all for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the episode. Later.
I would like to roll for perception,
I wouldn't say
please.
prettier. I wouldn't say prettier than an ogre. You roll a perception?
Roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All right.
roll.
8. I have no idea what this is anyways.
For
I got a
perception.
10, so I mean, it's definitely a big thing that's gonna hurt.
It's a big thing.
I got a 19 plus 1, so I got a 20. Not a nat 20, but a 20.
15
Okay.
plus 4, 19.
I got a 5.
Okay, so those of you who got 15s and 20s, you recognize this as an Orog. It's a kind of stocky, dark-skinned creature with coarse dark hair and dark eyes. It also has these curved-up tusks that really remind you of a what is it? Not an orc. Kind of like a boar, yes. And for those of you who got the 20 and know a lot of book learning, you know that this is a you can find these in places where orcs and ogres interbreed.
Ew.
Sexy.
So this is...
Sexy. So this Orog like steps over the fence that's supposed to be, in keeping it, and it looks over at him and goes, "Ugh." Says, "Oh, Bonbon, you're a delight. Dear, would you mind going ahead and giving these fellows a good battle if you're up for it. If not, I'll let you leave here empty-handed. But if you want that gold, you're gonna have to fight Bonbon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have this choice, right? Like, we don't have to go for it. Because
it's really up to Bonbon at this point.
Money.
I mean, I've called her out here. Bonbon has already gone to the trouble of coming out here. Isn't that right, dear?
While we're here,
Yes.
I've got
I'm
no charisma,
down.
so I'm not even gonna try.
I want to try.
Now,
Go for it.
We did.
I rolled to seduce the boar.
Hold up.
Yeah,
You
that.
rolled to seduce the Orog?
Oh, I didn't do too good.
I'm gonna let you roll for that.
Can we hold up before that? Can I get a word in edgewise here?
No.
Okay.
Would
Bolero has his shirt like halfway off.
I don't know if your
Go for it.
your employee of the month Bella there told you, but we also stopped a rampaging water centipede thing from coming and straight up wrecking your place.
Yeah, you're being really
creature with the baby hand.
Bella, is that the truth? Oh yeah. And Bella from across the camp like, oh yeah, boss, that's true.
I think that speaks for our
I
character.
fucked up that water weird, but good.
Yeah, we think that speaks for our character that we don't want to cause problems. We're trying to get to the bottom of this just like you are. Wouldn't it be easier to work together?
I mean, we kind of caused a problem for the water weird in the sense that it's dead.
I mean, it's dead.
We put our feet in the pants, one leg at a time.
I don't understand
right.
what that means. What does that mean, little jellyfish?
We're all just
We
jellyfish
put our
in the ocean
jorts
of
on
life.
one leg at a time.
I love how
Okay, I understand that.
Can I also add a persuasion roll to try to persuade Mr. the Gunch to let things be and not have us fight?
If you wish, yes.
All right, let me roll real quick. All right. That's a 9 plus 7, so 16.
It's a 16?
Yes.
Okay, well, try and do your persuading.
Well, as my compatriot said, we are rather fearsome, and since you seem to have a very comprehensive fighting force here, would it not be smarter to save the energy of this bonbon for these pagans who would dare to harm your dear Jezebel?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about them anymore. I barely see any of their ilk around here, and I think we've taken care of the last of them.
Hey guys, can I put a vote in? I want to fight.
You want to...
Jazz just smacks his forehead.
See, I like this one's energy. This one's got fire.
However much
Actually,
there is.
she has absolutely no fire. She's made of water.
I have all the water.
I can see that, but she's got fire in her soul.
She has... Listen,
No, she
you have no idea.
If she had fire, she would literally die if she had fire in her soul or on any part of her person. That would hurt her very badly.
To be fair, anyone would die if they had fire in their body.
Mr. Gunch, I don't think you
Except
understand.
Bolero
It's
here.
not that Wave is courageous. Wave is currently in the ionosphere.
What does that mean?
Well, the ionosphere is something that's very, very high up.
Oh, so you're telling me she's getting up in the atmosphere? She's flying
up where the air is clear.
I just feel like we're what we like to call in the ocean a long ass walk to land. When it's like you could just stay. Let's just fucking go. Let's just fucking punch him. Can I roll to punch him while I'm saying the speech?
Yeah, you can roll to do that.
Can I roll to stop her?
Roll to punch the gunch.
Right,
Allison, roll to punch the gunch.
Yes, I want to punch the gunch. What do I roll?
I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
What am I rolling? Just like what?
A D20.
Yeah, but just like normal D20.
Yeah, just normal D20.
I'm waiting for her to roll like a nat 20 and straight up like fucking Saitama.
Yeah,
16, bitch, let's go!
Add your strength modifier to that.
Oh, strength modifier? Fuck. 0. Still 16 then. I did the right one.
You're like, I want to fucking go. I want to brawl. Let's go, buddy. And you go up to him and you go, like, right on his gut, and he's like, ugh. And he's like, you're like 6 feet tall. He's like a couple inches taller than you. Was like, oh, well, yeah. Go get him, Bon Bon.
Oh, God damn it.
I say this is still 10 times better than the two nerds talking about their feelings for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative.
know what, maybe I didn't
Awesome!
want to waste my energy before, I don't know, possibly starting a giant fight between an army of goblins, a fucking
Bolero, don't be
dragon,
a
and a
bitch just because
town.
you didn't do the first strike. Let's go. 19.
Hell yes. 19, baby.
I got 13.
I got a 17.
I got a 13.
rock.
Okay.
Wait, we add initiative. Oh, fuck, I got a 19 too!
Who got it? Fuck, Bolero? Okay. You 3 19s, all of you re-roll.
23, 19. Oh, roll again.
23,
Yeah,
19.
roll again.
23, 19.
I got an 8.
I got a
Eight.
4.
This time I got a 12, so...
So cool. I'm not too. bad then.
You 2 13s, do you have any points of initiative?
No.
Who has the stronger constitution?
Oh shit, I forgot to add my initiative into that 19. That's a
My
22.
Constitution
That doesn't
is
matter.
2. Damn it. Mine's 2.
The Constitution modifier?
Yeah.
Mine is also 2.
Damn it, both of you fucking re-roll.
Just fuck it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go after her because I got a 1.
17, baby!
Okay. That sucks for you, Jazzarin.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's my fucking life.
Alrighty, so first in the order is Tybee.
Yay. Okay, let's see.
The one who didn't want to fight at all.
Yup. Pretty much. Okay,
Well, I'm like, okay, what's the alternative? We talk our feelings out. The cool
You gotta
Hulk
understand,
guy says,
Tybee's
"Let's be friends."
Tybee's a diplomat, and I usually have to go, keep myself in hiding, so we usually talk our way out.
And I'm a
Yeah.
hippie, but man, I was gonna go insane.
well, but last
Like,
session you were
normally-
complaining because you had to fight.
Normally I
Yes.
would be all gung-ho for fighting because I've been down
I
to
don't know.
fight since, Adventure 1, since, the mayor told us go fight a dragon. I was like, yeah, sure, let's
You know
go
what-
fight a dragon. But now I'm faced with the GUNCH, the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's probably got some sick rad dance moves that we haven't even seen yet. I just want to give this guy a chance.
So
I just didn't want to
Alright.
fight the thing that is when Ugly and Horrible have a baby.
That's
I
not
hear
a really
my-
nice thing to say about me.
I'm
Not-
sorry, guys. I guess
not you, Bon Bon.
Okay, well, I want to cast Vicious Mockery at this, gentle giant, or this not-so-gentle giant. Okay, let me see. And so, I'll just sort of... I don't want to, be super mean to...
And I don't need to roll against that, do I?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Okay, on a DC of what?
15, I believe. Let me check.
Tybee, you just got real country all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, it's a
like,
15. There you go.
Tybee
Well,
just
lucky for
changes
you,
her
wisdom
fucking
is
accent.
Is not Bon Bon's strong suit.
Yup.
Wisdom could have negative numbers.
If he gets a nat 20, can we
Yeah,
just
that's a 5.
woo?
That's a 5.
All right, cool. All right, well, I don't want to be really mean to him, so I'll just be like, "Hey, you smell really bad," and then let me.
It frowns and goes,
Rude.
Oh, now I wanna. I'm so sorry. All right, one.
It kind of takes a quick whiff of its underarm. It's like, oh.
Aw,
Shakes his head like you got me.
all right.
Not wrong.
That's 3 points psychic damage, and then it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Alrighty, next up in the order is Bolero.
So, Bolero's kind of immediately put on the spot, and he just decides to throw a fucking dagger, because I can't think of any fucking vicious mockery to use right now.
Nobody can think of how to,
You can't-
Oh, ask me
You
next
can't
turn and I'll have
top
something
you
for
smell
him,
bad.
but yeah, right now I'm gonna try to throw the dagger
Okay, go ahead and roll for
for
that.
one of my daggers.
How many daggers do you have?
I have 2 daggers.
Oh.
Okay.
Assuming they don't get thrown into a hole or something like that. You can
So I got a
recover
2,
them.
so I'm gonna
Yeah,
assume
so
I'm
that
probably gonna
dagger,
miss.
it kind of ka-chunks into its armor, and it pulls it out, and it starts picking its teeth with it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
Alright, next up is actually the Orog,
Bon Bon.
and it, yeah, Bon Bon.
Bon Bon the Orog.
Bum bum.
And it steps forward and looks back at the GUNCH, who kind of goes, "Yeah, go on, Get on with it. It kind of goes, and kind of half-heartedly throws a javelin in Wave's direction.
See? You never fight.
You're the one who wanted to start this!
But when I say half-heartedly, I mean it really doesn't seem up to it. Like, this thing, it just kinda... And it goes about 2 feet before it, lands in the ground. So it doesn't even get to you.
Mm.
And next up in the order is Wave.
Stabby stab.
Oh.
I don't know. Now
You
I feel bad about I don't know, I've calmed down from my hype. I feel bad now.
The moment of clarity is set in, like, holy shit, what have I done?
Well, this guy is like a big beefcake, and we've got the fucking equivalent of Junkertown here. I got really hyped up. I got into the fucking Mad Max feeling. I got into the Mad Max, and suddenly I punched the Gunch.
Do you think that we could end this with a hug?
Please.
Who knows? You have to wait for your
I shouldn't
turn,
hug anyone.
Catherine.
These things are poisonous, but
Okay, yeah, that's don't hug.
I
You
shouldn't
don't
hug anyone. Yeah, I don't hug.
Right, jellyfish should not hug.
I can never hug.
Jellyfish? Well, as long as you hug the top is safe.
That's why I hug trees. I don't know. I don't exactly have very good. Well, I have 14 charisma, but even then, I don't think I can really do anything at this point.
Well, whatever you want to do, try it. It's D&D. It's anarchy.
It's anarchy.
I mean, if you really want to, you could try to run and hide.
That's a shitty ass thing to do when I start a fight.
I regret this decision.
Can
You,
I
get up
maybe-
in a fucking tree?
Can I maybe shape water and put him in a ball of water? Or is that I forgot the rule set? Was it it can't?
Isn't shape water 5 foot by 5 foot?
Yeah.
Just incapacitate his legs or
I
something.
think you can contain 1
Isn't he
foot in
small?
5 foot by 5 foot.
Yeah.
How big is this thing?
Well, can his
giant.
head stick out? Maybe
I don't think he
have
can
a
be
little-
obstructed by anything either.
Well, maybe his arms and legs can stick out of the water ball and just float it. Let me...
Just so we're clear,
Yeah,
this
this
Orog is
thing is 6 foot tall, but if you want to try and put it in a ball of water, go ahead. There's not any water around you, though, so you would have to construct water before you shape water.
Let's see. I was feeling impulsive. I should have gotten a tattoo. Let's see. You can create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range or in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing flames. I can make a puddle, because it can fall.
You could just splash a bunch of water around.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's a cantrip, so it doesn't look like I have to roll for it.
No, you just make it.
Is there anything nearby, like a treasure chest, maybe a vase? Yeah, a ship bucket.
Yeah. There's a bunch of chests over in the Gunch's area that are open that you could pour some water into.
Empty that shit, fucking just go.
And
Sorry,
while
not
you're-
sorry.
By the way, while you're debating on what to do, this I know we're in bullet time, but this Orog is kicking rocks and just going.
So do you want us to fight it or not? You
Tybee's...
I'm keeping a keen eye on this.
Yeah,
Orog,
I've got
I feel
my
as
brain
much
is
as I
clicking
want us
here.
to. As much as I want us to hug and be friends with this guy, I started this fight. I could not be the one to.
Right, you've gotta keep that going because that's your personality quirk right now.
Well, not just now, but I've already I've shown the Gunch that I'm a badass and I've got piss in my hat. I don't want to change that.
I'm sorry. No, I draw the line. No one has ever said that before. You just said that now. That's not a saying that anyone has said before. This moment in time where you've decided that Wave has piss in her hat. What?
Piss hat.
What? I'm
Stinky
sorry.
hat.
Okay, so are you gonna do something or not?
I was gonna put water in the thing just in case. Because I didn't really want to stab him. I don't really want to kill the guy. I thought this was
So
a
what are you
friendly
doing?
brawl.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna take one of the treasure chests, dump it the fuck out, and make 10 gallons of clean water to use just in case.
Okay, so you run over to the lean-to where all the GUNCH's treasure chests are. And you, like, take one, you're like, hey, I'm taking this. And he's like, wait, what? And you just fucking dump it out on the ground, and you drag
Happy
it
birthday
over.
to
He's
the
like,
ground!
Do you need help with that? Okay.
Do you want me to help, or?
Yeah. And so you fucking make a bunch of water in this, and he's like, oh, nice.
Oh, nice!
And I guess that's the end of your turn?
I'm sorry.
Next in the order is Cadbury.
Sorry to disappoint. I didn't feel like stabbing someone.
Cadbury takes a shot.
I kind of
Cadbury lines up his bow. No, he's not gonna. There's no crossbow this time. Cadbury notices that this Orog's not doing so hot. What language does an Orog speak? Out of curiosity.
I'd say it probably.
Say infernal.
You look it up.
Probably
It's
Orcish.
gotta be
Say Draconic. Say Draconic.
I feel like I'm
I don't think
fucking
it's
no matter
Draconic. I think it's Orcish.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's Orcish,
I think it
we're
would be.
set.
They speak Common and Orc.
Yeah.
Crap. Okay, so I only speak Common. I was hoping to relate in another language, but you know.
You only speak Common.
No, I have 2 languages.
Oh.
Why do I have
this,
so many?
This
What the
Orog
fuck?
also speaks Knoll, but you don't know a lick of Knoll, so you couldn't help there.
Yeah, I don't know any Knoll. I mean, I don't know any. I know Elvish because, you know, like, I'm a half-elf, and as soon as I found that out, I was like, oh, do I speak Elvish? And I just tried it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, speak Elvish.
I love that.
That's how amnesia works.
It's like, do you remember the movie, Dude, Where's My Car? And how towards the end of the movie they found out that they had, like, during that blackout night, completed a course in Japanese, and they just spoke Japanese once they remembered it?
No.
Quite
like
a
that.
course.
They
As
learned
soon
the
as I
entire
remember.
language of Japanese in one night. Jesus.
That's
You know,
impressive.
right?
Yeah, no,
It's a really hard language.
that's pretty good for Sean William Scott and Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Okay,
Can we
anyway,
just-
we're not
let's-
being
let's
weebos.
just-
Give me, what are you doing for this Orog?
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm looking at all my items, all my stuff that I've got.
Here we go. Cadbury's gonna try to MacGyver another another victory out of the stuff he has in his pockets.
Well,
I'm
good.
going to take out my legendary, incredible playing card set. Alright, I'm gonna
Mystify
approach
him.
the orc, and I'm going to do... I'm gonna
Orog,
be...
not Orc.
I'm gonna approach the orc, and I'm gonna be like...
Orog.
Okay?
Or
I'm gonna approach this knoll. I'm gonna approach the Orog, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, let's just wing it and see what happens. And I start shuffling the cards, and I'm like, hey, you seem a little down. You wanna... By the way, this slapping noise is me shuffling cards. You seem a little down. Would you like to see a card trick or two? Something nice.
It nods.
All right. So
Oh god.
I'm gonna fan out these cards.
Bolero
all
immediately
watered up
sits
and nowhere to
down.
go.
I'm gonna say, hey, here, Orog. Bonbon, was it? It's Bonbon, right?
Yeah.
All right, friend. I'm gonna have you go ahead and pick one of these cards. Any one you want.
Jasmine is like biting his knuckles because he does this for like a living.
The Orog looks at these cards and takes one from the middle, I guess.
All right, don't show me your card. Don't even show me your card.
Okay.
And without I just start shuffling it again, and without anyone noticing, quote unquote, I flip the deck upside down and I fan it back out. Like, all right, put it back in anywhere you want.
It does it. You're gonna have to do a sleight of hand check, my dude.
Oh, that's cool because my sleight of hand is +7.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Damn, I forgot you have a fucking +7.
God,
Jesus.
I hope he rolls a 1.
you all thought I was doing nothing. I'm doing something here.
I hope you. I love you to death, Nate, but I hope you roll a 1 for this, just
All
because
right.
it's gonna be hilarious.
I'm really hoping this works out because that is a 14 +7.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I thought we were doing like a cool brawl arena thing.
You know, I thought so too, but now we're just
Now we're just sitting around doing cards, I guess. I have this. By the way, Flo is still. Flow wave, whatever. I fucking get beta wave.
You spent a whole turn making water. I
have all this water.
So
I think you realize
roll
this all my
fucking
attacks.
21.
BRB, guys. I'm gonna drown
technically,
myself.
yeah, I got a 14 plus 7, so that's 21.
Yeah, you got a
Math
fucking
is right.
21. So you like do all this cool stuff, and you like somehow make it like Chris Angel bullshit, make it look like it's really smooth. And you just like fan out the deck, and you're like, "Is this your card?" And the aura goes, "Holy shit!"
We went from to holy shit.
Did I?
And
Hang on.
this
Did
card-
I stroke out? Wait.
It takes the card that you got that it had and that you showed it, and it like fucking forgets you guys, and it runs back over to the gun and it goes, "Ugh!" And he's like, "Damn, that's pretty fucking cool."
I know. So
And it takes this card and it just kind of flops and sits down next to the gun, and he's like, "Damn it."
Are you fucking kidding me?
Can I roll to do the ice bucket challenge on Cadbury's head?
Same.
Dude,
Can I cast Vicious Mockery at Cadbury?
I'll donate some of this gold to ALS.
did I just beat an Orog with a card trick?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god!
So,
I hate D&D.
The Gunch stands up and he's like, "Okay, well, fine.
I guess we won.
I guess this works."
To be
I
fair,
mean,
we're just
there
as
was supposed to be
disappointed.
some bullshit about proving yourselves, but who cares, you know?
Look, hear me out. You wanted us to prove that we were strong by beating up one of your people when we don't even want to beat up any of your people. So I proved that we were strong by winning this fight non-violently.
Yeah. That is exactly the plan.
I mean, that
He's kind of right.
I'm pretty
It
sure I've
checks
read
out,
something
I
about
guess.
this somewhere.
I guess
Guys,
there's a
I
moral
can't
in your
remember
own
my
life.
entire life, but that doesn't make me an idiot.
And
Bad day.
so Gunch, he folds his arms, scratches the back of his neck. He's like, "Okay, fine. You can't have all of this. You can take some of it."
Can I
thought you
take
said- I thought you said you
this
didn't
much
need it.
amount?
The Gunch steps forward and is like, "Yeah, I don't need this gold, and honestly, it's cluttering a lot of stuff up, and I mean, what can you use it for? Like, buying shit? We don't buy, we fucking take. So, but I'm still not convinced. I know what I said, I know, but I'm still not fully convinced that the mayor is just outright lying to me, you know?
Can
mean,
I do
I've known him for
Can
way
somebody cast
longer
Zone
than
of
you
Truth?
guys.
Can I do a quick religion check?
Do we have
A
Zone of
religion
Truth?
check? Okay, on
Yeah.
what?
I want to see if there's anything in the teachings of the Grand Seamstress because I remembered my religion, in that near-death experience.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking to that. I have a whole list of things that Cadbury is learning about himself, and I'm writing them down.
Oh
So
my gosh.
I'd like to see if there's anything in the teachings of the Grand Seamstress that's going to help us persuade him over to our side.
So the teachings of the Grand Seamstress are actually really live and let live, and just rely on the Grand Seamstress to help guide you through life.
Oh. Probably not then.
But what the Gunch does say is here. And he, takes that treasure chest that Wave took in the battle. He picks it up with one hand and, shoves a bunch of gold into it.
Isn't it currently
says-
filled with 10 gallons of water?
Well, he dumps it out. Yeah, I thought that Wave dumped it over Cadbury's head.
Hey,
Yeah,
she's got a
yeah,
good
that's my
time
plan.
on that.
Also, after that happened, I turned to Wave and said, "Rude?"
You're rude.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Fuck!
Oh, no.
What's a soda?
What the fuck's a soda? Yeah.
Fantasy
Damn
soda.
it. More
I'm
Fantasy
not the only
soda.
one!
You owe me a honey brewed mead. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
Okay,
man,
that's fair.
it's a honey brewed mead.
Are you
He
asking
holds
me
out
out
this
for
treasure
drinks?
chest that's now just filled to the. He holds out this treasure chest that's now filled to the brim with gold. He says, "Here,
take this back to that fire bitch, and
The fire?
Could you not? Like, she's a mother. Would you be appreciative
Well,
of people?
I thought I was
who-
the fire
she
bitch.
she also eats my men, so fire
Well,
bitch.
maybe you shouldn't steal from her.
Well,
You gotta
maybe
use
I
the correct
should
terminology.
Stop paying my taxes. How does that sound? How does going against the fucking law sound? I'm
Yeah,
doing
fuck
what
the
I'm
man.
commissioned to. I'm doing what I'm told by
Listen!
the law.
You're literally stealing from the mouths of children. Just
Listen!
my 2 cents.
Okay,
We're
counter
just
their fucking dragons.
we're just asking you to call her something accurate, like maybe Fire MILF. Then that would be okay.
Stop trying to fuck Inferesti.
I
Please.
think
I will
that
try to
fire
fuck everyone
milk
I
is
see.
very appropriate. It's a very appropriate term. It's inoffensive.
Fine, fine.
Dragon
The
lady.
fire MILF.
Excellent.
dragon.
What is a milk?
Why did you say the dragon? You
Ask
people are
your
so
friend.
fucking.
I'll tell you when
Bolero.
you're older. I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm like 54
He's
years
older than
old.
us. I was gonna say.
When you're older, Cadbury.
All right, I'll be older 5 minutes from now. I'll be 5 minutes
Even older than that.
He holds out this treasure chest and he says, "Take this back to the dragon." And then I'm gonna try and get in contact with the dear old mayor and see if I can sort some of this out.
We will, and we'll also take our information, what we've learned, to the dear old fire milf, and sort this out.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
In the meantime, could you please stop trying to take the treasure, because it's only making things worse at this
Fine.
point.
That's fair enough.
And
You
also,
defeated my bonbon, so
there's
in
one
a
more
sense.
thing I'd like to ask.
what?
Gunch, you have proven
Yes.
yourself to be valiant, noble,
My God.
incredible, with a pair of jorts.
And don't forget handsome.
You're
He,
very
like, strokes his
devastatingly
handlebar
handsome.
mustache.
Not only by Hobgoblin standards, but by universal standards. My goodness, that's a chiseled jaw right there.
Thank you, thank you.
Mullets don't work for everyone, they work for you.
So mid-conversation, Bolero's like starting to walk out. Like,
Yeah,
Will you
like
consider-
I'm with
let's
you.
go already!
Will you consider joining us on our quest?
On your quest, I've gotta say, I've gotta take a hard pass on that. I've gotta go shake down the mayor and see what's up.
Fair enough, we tried. We're gonna take this gold back to the dragon, we're gonna feed some babies, and we're gonna tell everybody everything so everybody knows what's going on.
I was
And
pro-
Tybee,
I-
Tybee steps forward, and says, "Okay, before anybody else has any funny jokes or compliments or whatever, Tybee looks at the Mr. Gunch,
Mr.
and
Gun.
says, just
You're a mean one,
one
Mr.
one
Gunch.
thing. I know your business acquaintances with the mayor, but he has shown himself to be a bit crafty. So
Bit of a dick.
just-
Yeah, he did have us
Please.
meet in a tavern.
And his name is Two Swallow.
Precisely. So just
That too.
He, of course, when you confront him about this, he may be inclined not to tell you the whole truth.
Oh, of course, Darling, I'm a hobgoblin. I'm
You're what?
I'm not new to...
Wave just now is clued in.
Ah.
Wave is now off of her
I am-
cloud
I
and
am-
back on solid ground.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear, for, thank you for this kind insight. I know how to fucking lie.
Oh.
Now, get out of my camp.
On
All
it!
right. I'm gone.
Before we leave,
Oh my
Jan-
god,
hold on,
what?
hold on, it's just
Stop talking.
I'm building character here, okay?
No, you just always talking.
Jasmine turns around and kind of just like looks at Bonbon and kind of just like waves and gives a thumbs up and a smile, and just kind of like just reassuring like that we didn't want to hurt you in the first place, kind of thing. And then,
Bonbon returns the smile and the thumbs up, and it's like a huge toothy grin with like really gnarly and jagged tusks all throughout.
I do my
its
best.
mouth.
I do my best not to have my face contort in a like a horrible I don't know, retch.
And then Cadbury goes over to Bonbon and says,
Oh,
"Hey,
God.
hey, champ, you still got one of my cards there." So he takes out the entire deck of cards and puts it in her hand and says, "It's no good without the rest. They're yours now."
Oh my god!
Wait, is this
And,
bucket of
Bonbon
water
starts
mine, or did I
fucking
dump
weeping?
it?
Okay, well that's gotta be the card for this video, the title card.
Wait, hold on. Did I actually dump the water on Cadbury's head yet, or is this just...
Yeah, no,
you
I'm
already
soaked.
dumped it. The treasure
And those
chest is full
cards
of
are...
water now.
In
Those
my
cards
brain
are
space, I've
sopping.
been imagining her, just holding this giant bucket of water. My brain space.
Hauling it overhead like Link holding rocks over his head.
It's Schrodinger's chest of water. She is both holding and not holding it.
Yeah.
Okay,
all
so the GUNCH ushers you out of his camp. You've made his Bonbon cry out of joy, mind you. But
Right.
he's kind of you're wearing on his nerves just a little bit, and he ushers you out of your camp back towards the cave.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Farewell. We'll love you.
Bye.
We'll never forget. We'll come and visit. We'll send postcards.
Boris
Yeah.
calls out from the
Sorry,
red
my
team, "Please
insignificant
fucking
punch
don't!"
offended you.
I'm gonna
I'm sorry,
remember to send a postcard every adventure.
Boy, oh boy.
Alright, so
You
we're...
better fucking remember that as a character choice.
I said we're sitting out here with this chest, and I'm like, well,
Yes.
that was a job well done. Okay.
Da, 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 da,
Alright, so
You did it.
who's lifting that? Because I can't carry shit.
I'll do
Don't look
it.
at me.
Hold
Look
up.
at me.
I'm
I've got
good.
8 strength, my dude.
I'm good.
I
I'm
have
good.
a 6 with a -2 modifier. My dude.
Hold on. Mira. I fucking put the chest in my hat. It goes into osmosis.
Good shit. That's
and
a
the
good
and the
image.
hat
That's a good mental
and the
image.
hat expands threefold.
It's conformed to the shape of the chest.
Okay. So I assume you all are heading back toward the cave at this point, right? The waterfall?
Can we take a nap or something first? We kind of just fought.
Oh yeah.
Can we
you
take a break?
Do what you want. Yeah, you can take. You can
I
take
just
a quick rest.
I went
Finally.
bloodlust for a second there. I need a nap.
Yeah, okay.
I need to
I
restore
say we
my
all
health.
take a well-deserved
this
rest.
All this
Yes.
inciting violence has made me sleepy.
I need a quick 3
Hours. Days.
A
3
quick
days.
3 hours
Weeks.
days rest.
3 weeks.
So I'm assuming y'all are taking a short rest.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So by the
It is-
time you guys get back moving again, it's getting to be around, I'll say dusk. The sun is starting to set behind the trees and behind the cliff face you have to climb up to get back into the cave.
So wait. Are we going back through the waterfall entrance, or can we just walk back through the cave entrance?
Can we fast
You've got to
travel?
walk back through the waterfall entrance because the cave entrance is still up.
So while we're
This
traveling,
is
though,
faster.
I'm gonna turn to Tybee, and I'm gonna say, hey, I don't know anything, but this all seems pretty, shaky to me. Like you're good with people, you're good with, interpersonal stuff. What's your take on all this?
Tybee just sort of raises her eyebrow in a way that, in a high school, a popular girl who just got talked to by, a nerd. And she just...
Oh,
Okay,
rude.
first of all, ouch! OCC, ouch!
I mean, I'm just being true to Tybee.
I'm just being true to Tybee.
I thought we
Then she
were
looks
friends.
Well, we are, but I mean, think Breakfast Club. Freaking Molly
Bandit-
Ringwald's character.
Bandit-
Oh
Misfits.
no, am I Michael Scott? Am I whatever his name
Michael
is?
Scott.
Yeah,
Not
Michael Scott.
He wasn't in the Breakfast Club.
Yes. You are Michael Scott
You
of the
are literally
Breakfast
Michael
Club.
Scott.
Oh no!
The
Anthony
nerd
Ian
guy.
Anderson?
J. Jonah
remember.
Jameson?
Don't do this to me.
The nerd?
Oh my god, can we continue with the conversation that was
So-
at hand?
Yes.
Tybee just kind of thinks about it for a second and says, Well, this is one of those situations where it seems everyone has been affected in some way by the mayor. Now, I really have a very bad feeling. I can't shake it. I have a feeling that this isn't as cut and cutted as we believe it may be. I do think we're going to get some more trouble from the mayor. I know.
Oh, we're absolutely getting trouble from the mayor.
Well, no, but I know that the Mr. GUNCH, he seemed pretty confident, but I just am so uneasy that this is not going to end well.
Well, gang, looks like we've got ourselves a mystery.
I'm expecting a mouthful when we get back. Probably 2 of them.
So are y'all climbing up that cave waterfall?
Yeah.
I thought we were having this conversation while climbing.
Oh, well.
Man, I gotta say, Wave is like doing a hell of a job climbing up while somehow simultaneously balancing
supporting
a treasure
the
Well,
thing.
she could just fucking do a fucking waterfall elevator.
I'm like,
Yeah, pretty much.
taking a
That's what
nap
I'm
on my
expecting
hat
she's
right
doing.
now. Like,
You guys,
Yeah.
so you climb up the waterfall and enter the main cavern through that big hallway, and you hear the baby dragons crying in the other room.
No.
But not like before when they were hungry crying. This crying sounds distressed.
No.
I'm running
And-
in.
Bolero immediately books it.
Yeah.
Yep, we're all moving.
I hate being right.
You also don't hear the constant low growl of what you came to learn was Inferesti in the other room when you entered.